Hello once again and welcome back to Trails from Zero. Before we go into our little photo, we actually can't check these out. I thought these might have text on them, but I suppose not. I believe the ones in front of Stargazers did if you went there early, but I suppose these don't. What is with these ruins? They look dilapidated. I think it's the ruins of a temple built during the Middle Ages. Whatever the details are, the CGF doesn't want anyone entering, judging by the barricade. Same as Stargazer's tower. No reason to go trespassing. Still, it's quite the view, isn't it? I bet we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. Look at her floating over that cliffside. Phew, I hope they turned out okay. Nice, Ellie. You look pretty confident taking that picture. Shall we move on? Well, that does it for this one. Okay, so there is actually one location in this direction that we could have taken a photo of, but I just forgot it was one of the ones on the list. So let's go do that now. What's going to be the quickest way to a fast travel point? Should we go all the way to Mainz, or should we go back to the fork in the road? Might be better to just head to Mainz at this point. Move. At some point later in the game, they will put new monsters on these highways, since, you know, it's not like you leave Crossbell, so you have to keep, continuously go down the same location. So they do spice it up a little bit, and they add stronger ones for you to fight. Ah, boo. Creeping our way up to hitting the level cap. You can't go beyond 50. I really wish they would carry your in-between experience in between playthroughs and not set you back to, round you down to whatever level you were on. It's kind of lame. Okay, here we are. And I guess this is a good time to point this out. So during the anniversary festival, you will have tourists come to these towns. I haven't been around many mining towns before, but I must say the scenery is really nice, and there's a lot of unusual things you can spot. Overall, I'm glad I visited. If we go up here and talk to this guy. Woohoo! Woohoo! There's the echo I was looking for. That guy will do that for 4 days straight. He loves it. He will never say anything unique beyond that. You can come back here tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after that. He'll still be going for that echo. Alright, let's go all the way back to the city. We actually want to go to Crossfield Cathedral now. So we got another photo place to take a little snapshot of. Is it at the very top, I think? Yeah, here we go. Sheesh. Safety hazard much? There ain't even a fence. I really doubt anyone would be standing on the edge of a cliff like this in the first place. Look, you can see the bottom of the valley from here. Quite the drop, isn't it? If you stare for too long, it starts to feel like it's sucking you down into it. It's not a very pleasant feeling. This is a cemetery after all. Perhaps someone from the other side is beckoning you to join them. Did you really have to phrase it like that, Tio? Well, putting the supernatural aside, the spot would make a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? This part always kind of repeats itself, I think. Yeah, those are always the same. Those last, handful. Alright, let's head back into the city. I don't think we're gonna go, completely ham and going to all the places just yet, because there are some, places out of the way that we're going to have to, go to anyway, so we can take care of the photos on the way. Oops, not the log. Detective notebook. We can see we have what, like 4? Oh, I wish it would separate these differently. We have 1, 2, 3. So we took care of the ones on the mountain path. I believe there are 9 total. So let's head to the West Highway. So there is one this way. Oh, right. It's okay. These cars are part of our quest that we're going to do later, but we can focus on that afterwards. I think the fastest way to do this is walking, though I'm not entirely sure. There is a spot to take a photo on the highway out here. And then after that, we'll go to Bellegarde and do Muriel's quest. Oh, this reminds me. I'm surprised no one's yelled at me about this, but I totally screwed up. We missed a quest at the end of Chapter 2. Really disappointing, too, because it's a funny quest. But, you know what? I'm not all that concerned about it anymore. Is it over here? No. I don't think it's this direction. I believe it's overlooking a bridge. But yeah, we will not get max DP. Hopefully we still get first class detective, but we did miss a quest. It'll probably be close because Zero's really strict about what your threshold is to get first rank detective. And also, unfortunately, that quest that we missed has sort of a follow-up in Azure. It does get referenced, so if you did it, your clear data will remember, and there'll be some unique text in Azure for it, but again, I don't think it really matters anymore. The Transcontinental Railroad. Yep, thing connects Erebonia to Calvert, all while running smack dab through the middle of Crossbell. Whoops, I should put my mouse on my desk, not on my chair. Damn impressive when you think about it. Freight trains are also used to transport goods in and out of the state. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that the railroad symbolizes modern-day Crossbell. It's too bad we can't take a picture of the train to give it to Grace. It would have made for something really spectacular. What's up, Tia? It would seem a train is approaching after all. Wait, seriously? That's freaking sweet, man. Think it's time for that picture-perfect moment, El. Get the camera, Ellie. Okay. There it goes. Phew. I think that might have been the first time I've seen a moving train up close and personal like that. How'd it go, Ellie? Well, it was a moving object, and I was a bit rushed, but I think it'll get the job done. Oh, really? Well, you managed to pull the camera out pretty quickly, so we owe you one. Well, that one doesn't have unique text at the end. Or it does, rather, but it doesn't have the same thing. See, this is the fork in the road? I think, yeah. Now we can just take this all the way to Bellegarde. Why the unique little scene? I don't remember this. Like, we've been to Bellegarde before. Right. What in the world is this? Huh. Was this here the other day? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Randy, is something wrong? This thing is one of the CGF's armored cars. Why is it here? On top of that, they went so far to conceal it with this tarp. They sure did a shoddy job. A tarp like that makes it clear as day that it's hiding something fishy. Now that we're at Bellegarde Gate, maybe we should take care of that support request. Maybe this armored car has something to do with it. I believe that the request was to search for a lost item. And as for the client, it was a warrant officer, Muriel. Muriel. She was that blonde soldier we met before, right? Yep, that's right. She may be busy with work, but we should try asking her about the request. Perhaps you could casually bring up the armored car, if you're so interested in it. Good idea. Also, there are other tourists here. Likely Erebonian. A lot of Erebonians come here. for the anniversary festival. Alright, she's in the command room. Hey, Muriel. Oh, drat. Just where did it run off to? If I don't find it soon. Yo, Muriel. How's my favorite CGF soldier doing? Nice to see you again, Warrant Officer. Randy, in the Special Support section. What are you four doing here? Oh, right. It's about that support request I submitted, isn't it? I've been in such a rush I nearly forgot about it. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you here, right? Classic Muriel. She puts on the serious face, but she's really not all there. Excuse me? Someone like you has no right to say that to me. Can we calm down, everyone? I know it's sudden, but would you mind explaining the request to us? For an organization as influential as the CGF to ask us for help, I guess you must be in some real trouble. Yes, that's correct. I'm sorry we're a little disorganized right now. So you see, we've accidentally misplaced something incredibly important to the gate. Normally finding it would be our top priority, but as you can see, we're running short on manpower during the anniversary festival. That's why we decided to ask for some assistance in the matter. I think I understand the situation. So, what exactly are we looking for? It's the key to the armored car that the Guardian Force has just deployed. It's one of the newer models. A new model? I had only heard rumors about it, so it's finally been deployed. I fail to understand how you could have lost something so valuable. Let me guess. The commander? I suppose that wasn't a hard guess. It wasn't? How so? Well, it started yesterday. The commander had thrown an exclusive party celebrating Crossbell's 70th birthday. At said party, the commander drank more alcohol than he probably should have. And then he had one of our soldiers drive our new armored car to his party. Must have been trying to win over his guests by showing off his new shiny ride, huh? How despicable. Once the commander returned and had the car parked inside the gate, the soldier gave the key back to him. And somehow, he misplaced it. Now that we can't move it, we had no choice but to put a tarp over it in a last-ditch effort to conceal it. I was wondering what that was doing outside. But was that really your best move? The tarp makes it look more suspicious, I think. Well, if they left the car as is, it would probably raise a lot of questions they don't wish to answer. For example, why exactly is the CGF's new heavy-duty armored car actively deployed inside of the border gate? If the Imperial Army took it as a threat, I'm not sure we'd be able to reason with them. You can't be serious. At the very least, we'd like to avoid any provocation at all costs. Is this new model really all that? The armored car we were using before was pretty nice when it came to defense and mobility, if I remember right. Trust me, it is. The new model is an upgraded, more combat-oriented version of our old cars. It's equipped with Vulcan cannons, miniature missile pods, and an overhaul of its base firepower. If you inspected the CGS entire arsenal, it would easily come out on top, no doubt about it. Gotcha. I agree with you then. Leaving that out in the open ain't a good idea. So, where exactly is that oh-so-wonderful commander right now anyways? This is his room, yeah? I'll get to all that. This morning, the commander left and told us to find that blasted key while I'm gone. Also, he made sure to inform us that he absolutely had to use the festival's social gatherings to his advantage. Sounds like him, alright. The more I hear about this commander, the less I'm eager to meet him. Anyway, we really want to move the armored car out of the public eye ASAP. Will you help us find the key? We'd be happy to help, Warrant Officer. Really? Thank you so much. Now, would you mind helping us retrace the commander's steps? Did he mention anything that might give us any leads? Let me think. If you'd like to hear what I was able to get out of him this morning, I would be more than happy to share. That should suffice. When the commander returned, he had the armored car parked right inside of the gate. And he took the key from the soldier driving. Most likely due to craving a light meal in an attempt to sober up. So he stopped by the mess hall and had one of the cooks make him some food. Afterwards, he waltzed up to the roof and sung his heart out for a while. And once he finished, he realized that he had no idea where the key had gone. He sounds like a proper drunk. I think it was a miracle that he made it to the rooftop at all, given his condition. What a loser. From what we just heard, we know for a fact that the key was lost while he was gallivanting around the gate. And if that's the case, we shouldn't have to worry about searching anywhere other than Bellegarde Gate. I agree, Ellie. Alright then, we should perform a sweep of the general area first. Who knows, we might find some clues, or, with luck, the key. Warrant Officer Muriel, would you like to accompany us on our search? No, I'm sorry. I feel like I would just get in the way if I came along. In the meantime, I'll search for it by tearing apart the commander's office. Sounds good, Muriel. Even in the most desperate of situations, you can always count on me. Geez, Randy, I am counting on you. We should go ahead and commence our search for the key. Let's start by checking out the armored car and its surrounding area. Okay. Back down to where the car is. So, according to Muriel, the commander parked the car here, and it hasn't been moved since. I'd say we should search the area for the key, but I assume the CGF would have found it if it was actually here. That's a good point. It would be a waste of time to search the area again. Besides, since the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, we can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Damn. I kinda wanted to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden in an armored car like this before? I'm curious as to whether the suspension has been improved from earlier models. Yep, and I'm wondering about the same thing. If they got permission to use them, I'm sure they'd be super nice for patrols and stuff like that. Noelle would die of happiness, huh? I think you might be right. Huh? It looks like we have visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out. Whoa, limo? Those are... Oh, these go by too fast. I forgot these were autoed. Who could possibly own this limousine? Oh, if it isn't the fine ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. It's Dieter. Good day, everyone. I trust that Crossbell has been treating you well. Uncle Dieter? It's been a while, sir. It has indeed. You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties? Not at all. As always, you can't help but feel energized by that aura of his. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir? That's right. Negotiations in the Empire. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is that giant thing sitting behind you? I guess it's hard to not notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars or something like that, right? How did you... Did I catch you off guard? There's a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He, in his drunkenness, mentioned something about that very car to one of his subordinates, I believe. I've sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really do think he should work on that drinking problem of his. That answers that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? And if that's the case, you might have the clue we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. The SSS informed Dieter of the situation and their support requests. I think I'm starting to understand. No wonder the CGF left a weapon like this in the middle of a pedestrian view. However, I'm afraid I won't be of much help to you all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations in the Empire today, so I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Bellegarde Gate, I was already long gone. Jeez, what a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing his steps. This may be presumptuous of me to ask, but can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Belle a long time ago? Maribel gave you advice? Again, it was many, many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. I would carry random things around and, no matter the item, always forget where I put them. Really? I would never have guessed that, judging by how you act now. I think it was because of my youth, but I'll take the compliment. Anyway, every time I would lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this. Father, How many times do I need to tell you? When you lose something, you have to look where you'd least expect it to be. Search the unexpected places. Well, I suppose that makes sense. In short, Belle was simply trying to tell me to change my perspective. Now, I'm not sure how much further use I have to you all, but... No, sir. We appreciate the advice. Thank you very much. I'm happy to have helped. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think my car might be a bit of a nuisance, sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Oh, have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Until we meet again, SSS. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gave us some pretty valuable advice. Change our perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be the key to finding this, key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warrant Officer Muriel told us that after the commander parked the car, he went to the mess hall. Yeah, let's take our investigation there. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armored car's key, as per Warrant Officer Muriel's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The warrant officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then. We're in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. The first day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. While I was catching my breath, the commander stormed in here, utterly wasted. All of a sudden, he yelled at me to cook something that would sober him up, so my break was cut short. And it was right after I finished taking inventory for the night. He must act like he owns the place. Oh yeah, he loves to show people who's boss. Deputy Commander Bells is quite different in that regard. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around in the mess hall? It's the guy who runs the inn. Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover that key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're with the Special Support Section. The people from the rumors. Well, good morning. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always? Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one the warrant officer told us about? After giving it a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. Also, it doesn't seem like the commander went to the inn in the first place. Given that you sound uncertain, is it safe to assume you weren't there yourself? Well, I had just finished cleaning up and went to take a break on the roof when the commander arrived. Hold on. Did you remember something? Yeah. When I was leaving the roof, I passed him on the way down. And if I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning around something that looked like a keychain. Maybe that's where your key was. Then that means it's extremely likely that the commander had the key when he was on the roof after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me that he would act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we picked up a valuable statement. You got a pretty good memory there, Beyond. Must be nice. You think so? Isn't that so convenient, Beyond? Tell me, does that mean my entire search of the mess hall was a waste of time? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella. Coward. Hey, thanks to him, we bagged ourselves a good lead. Couldn't have done it without you, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places by a lot. You're welcome. I actually had no idea how important that key was. You have to find the key for the sake of the Crossbell Guardian Force and for Warrant Officer Muriel. We'll do our best, I promise. Now, is our next destination the roof? Alright. Back upstairs we go. Wait, I'm dumb. I was supposed to go this way. Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Muriel, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. I imagine it took a while to climb the stairs while he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. If he were to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us. Alright, fun fact. This part of the quest, you have to search for things on the ground here. And the dialogue you get will actually vary depending on who your lead party member is. So we're going to do it with Randy this time, because I don't think I've ever seen his. What's the deal with that shine? Would you look at that, a 10 rare coin. Jeez, this is impossible. How about this one? Oh, I think I see something. Is this a frickin' juice lid? Man, the disappointments keep piling up. Did I finally find it? Nope, just some wire. Damn it, where did this key run off to? And we get this unique scene. Is that a tunnel leading into Erebonia? That's right. More specifically, that tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead both comprise Guerrilla Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it is used to keep Calvert in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. Can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotot. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army, their ultimate weapons of mass destruction. Heard those bad boys fire 80 Reed shells. They were invented as a strategic safety measure by the Reinford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic had finally reached a breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing their two enormous railway guns. Weapons which have the capacity to hit Crossbell City. If Erebonia were to unleash them, tragedy would be unavoidable. The Crossville Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvert. I never knew that the current situation was this unstable. Well, as you can see, they've got their trump cards stored away right now. We might owe the Liberalian Queen's non-aggression pact, thanks for that. Definitely. I'd always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. Oh, looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. We've already searched every place it might be up here, haven't we? Well, at the very least, we know for a fact the commander was up here. Acting under the assumption that he dropped the key on the roof may not be the correct decision. If that were the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately. Considering what Mr. Croyce told us earlier, we might need to change our perspective on this whole thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place that we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time. Well, that's all you get. You guys have something to say? Last night, the commander came up here and couldn't stop singing, loudly I might add. I was hoping to get some rest for our labors, but that didn't happen. You sure the key is up here? Dahlia and I searched the entire roof head to toe, but came up with zilch. But hey, we might have overlooked something. I hope you have better luck searching than we did. Well, that's all you get for dialogue, but yes, that was our first discussion of the Empire's railway guns. Now let's find that key. It's over here. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it. How the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised that they were unable to find the key, no matter how much they scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We may need to borrow a ladder or something in order to grab it. Right, let's go find her. I wish they would like show you getting it down. I would have loved for like Lloyd to take his fishing rod out and like fish it away. That would have been great. I think you were looking for this. Randy handed the key to the armored car over to Muriel and explained how they found it. It seriously ended up in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move the armored car somewhere less conspicuous to travelers. I guess I'm in your debt this time, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, SSS. You're welcome, Muriel. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now if you'll excuse me. Case closed, huh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we would find the key for a second there. If a stranger picked it up, I don't know what we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I'd say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass, even when I was stationed here. If we didn't find that key, Muriel probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. You're telling me. Still, at least we know that there are people like the Deputy Commander and the Warrant Officer doing honest work in the CGF. I'd like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit, despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out? Yeah, let's go. Right, the bus stop's over here. West exit. Wrong thing again. Okay, now we got illegal parking. That and okay. Let's go deal with the parking one. Let's go to the administrative district. And I believe if we talk to Rebecca, she'll set us up with Chief George from the Metropolitan Division. Hey, it's the guys from the SSS. I figured it'd get busier than past years, but this is too much. Yeah, we know how you feel. Us police officers have our plates full during the festive period. By the way, we received a support request from the Metropolitan Division. Are they here right now? Fix the line break. Oh, you mean the request regarding ticketing illegally parked cars? They're usually out and about, but I should be able to get a hold of them. We should probably get on that, right? Indeed. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Looks like we're all in agreement then. Understood. I'll call them immediately. Feel free to wait in the conference room while I fetch them for you. We've been waiting here for an awfully long time. They must be pretty busy. Yeah, not much we can do about it. Festival must get real overwhelming. Hey, sorry about that. We were dealing with something urgent. Sorry for making you guys wait. Don't worry about it. Thanks. I'm Chief Jolich of the Metropolitan Division. It's a pleasure to meet you all. And I'm Officer Kate of the same designation. Thanks for lending a hand, Special Support Section. Looks like we'll have to give a formal introduction this time around. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section, and these three are my colleagues. We know you're swamped with work, but would you mind explaining the details of the request? No problem. Allow me to explain. But first, I think that's enough with the formalities. I don't mind if we speak more casually now. Sorry, our chief likes to take things easy. Anyway, I think this was written in the support request. I'd like for you to ticket any illegally parked vehicles on the outskirts of town. This goes without saying, but we're seriously lacking the manpower to handle this right now. All you have to do is write down the car's license plate number, attach a warning sticker, and find them if they're parked illegally. Is that really all you'd like for us to do? You don't need us to tow them or anything? Yeah, don't worry about it. Giving them a fine is more than adequate. Towing them would be too harsh for us. A lot of people drove in from the Empire or Republic, so they don't know the parking rules. Not only that, but some of the vehicles already have parking permits. Parking permits? Yeah, not every car is necessarily parked there illegally. Some of them obtain permits to park there beforehand, so you'll need to exercise caution. Cool. We'll need to keep our eyes peeled for those permits. Okay, I think I understand the procedure. I think I remember a few cars being parked at the eastern and western exits of town. It'd be smart of us to check both exits. Indeed. Okay, let me give you the list of permit holders. And while you're at it, take this pack of warning stickers. We like to call these our illegal parking tools. Okay, got it. Please report to Rebecca once you've completed our request. Kate and I are going to hit the city, so we'll be gone all day. Understood. We'll give our report to Rebecca. Let's say we scoot on over to the city limits. Okay, let's go. So we have to go to the west and east exits of the city. So let's go right back where we came from and start checking these cars. Whoops. There we go. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Okay, you have to check the back. It's a Rhineford Company private car. License plate number is EW3100. So the way you do this, you hit your notebook, and in here, you will get the list of approved cars. So EW8901, 8200. So this one's legally parked. It's a Vern Company private car. License plate number is CZ3323. Whoops. Yep. That one's legal. It's the first one. It's a Vern Company orbital truck. CL1101. There it is at the bottom. It's a Rhineford Company luxury car. License plate number is ED0028. I wonder if that's a reference. It's, you know, Legend of Heroes Eidenetsu. That one's legal. Like the EXE for this game is like what? ED071 or something like that. Okay, let's go to the east exit. It's a Vern Company luxury car. VE4310. That's legal. ES4521. That's legal. LA5828. That's legal. Vern Company private car, CW6422. Oh, this one looks illegal. And CL1101. Alright, I think we've checked all the cars. Let's finish placing the remaining stickers so we can give our report. Sounds like a plan, my man. I don't think they were in a hurry, so it may be a good idea to check all the cars one more time before we return. However, we are unable to remove any incorrectly placed stickers. Well, I don't think we'll have anything to worry about. So CL1101, that one's legal. But wait a minute. CL1101. Hold on a second. I feel like I've seen this license plate number before. Let's go back to the east. No, not the east highway. I screwed up. The west highway. There we go. And search this. CL1101. Wait, what? Didn't we see this plate number over at the east exit too? Actually, I think you're right. I don't think it was this type of truck though. It is against state regulation for multiple vehicles to share an identical license plate number. Yeah, Teotot's right. Gotta have a unique number or you're breaking the law. Probably a good idea to jot this plate down, yeah? Absolutely. We better report this to the Metropolitan Division later. And that's the extra DP for this quest. Back to the Administrative District. Alright, Rebecca, we're done. Please notify me. Report. We're all ready to give our report. That's it for the report. Here's the list of license plates for any illegally parked cars. Fantastic job, everyone. You even managed to avoid giving out any erroneous fines. Yes, we tried our hardest to avoid making any mistakes. Many of the owners were from either the Republic or the Empire, so we were nervous about making errors. Sorry for putting you guys in that position. Well, I don't mind the fact that you guys did a rush job. That's usually how it goes anyway. What are you talking about, Chief? We take our job very seriously. Sorry. Anyway, it looks like we've managed to write off one task from our to-do list. Thanks, guys. This should give us a bit more breathing room. Right. Allow me to give you my thanks. You can definitely count on the SSS to take care of your work, huh? Huh. Can't even escape the handyman treatment at headquarters, can we? Hey, Lloyd. Shouldn't we tell them about the inconsistency? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, actually... What's wrong? We noticed something strange with the license plates. There were two cars that shared the same license plate number across both exits. I believe the license plate number was CL1101. Wait, seriously? Do you think it's a forgery? I would think so. You need to pay a fee to obtain a parking permit. Not to mention, you have to pay a daily fee to park there. You'll have to fork over a hefty amount of Mira to park there for the whole festival. Someone probably wanted to skip out on paying for two vehicles simultaneously. Change the cars. Wow, what a cheap ass. Could have been worse though. At least he ain't out there committing any serious crimes, huh? Agreed. Kate, do me a favor and check this out for me. Yes, sir. Anyway, it looks like our job here is done. We'll be taking our leave now. If you ever need assistance again, the SSS will gladly tackle the case for you. Thanks, we'll be counting on you. The festival has been dumping loads of work on us, but let's keep up the hustle. Well, that's another quest down. And that leaves us with the famous views from Crossbell and the associate professor one. So, let me think about this. Yeah, okay. Let's not worry about the famous views too much, but we will get to knock out a few more of them as we head to Ursula Road. And we'll walk along the road this time, because there are a couple to take. Ultimately, now we're going to be missing in the direction of Armorica and on the East Highway and stuff, but we can worry about those later. And actually, one of the photos to take is over here. So this big old body of water is the Lupinus River, huh? What's that thingy floating all the way out in the middle supposed to be? I'm going to guess there's some old ruins. The database contains no details either. The only information I found was that entry is prohibited. I can't speak to the ruins' origins, but I've heard people refer to it as a matchmaking shrine. If a man stands on the left of the observation platform and a woman on the right, they can give their vows and live happily ever after. I don't know about that, El. That kind of sounds like an old wives' tale. I bet we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. I think this is the same text. Also, I guess this is a good chance to point this out. Let's check out the fishing spot. A beautiful day in fishing. Talk about a match made in heaven. So that fishing line is a reference to what this place actually is. It's a matchmaking shrine. I wrote that, of course. I hope someone out there noticed that before. I was really proud of that. Okay, let's go to Stargazer's Tower, because this also counts for the quest. We don't have to go inside of it. I believe you just have to take a photo of the front of it, the view. Back off, monsters. Feels good to have things run away from you. You're in my way. Also in my way. Luckily, big enemies tend to always eat 2 of those hits and die. Is it over here? No, must be here. There it is. See those textures kind of freak out? That's Z fighting. That's super Z fighting. Stargazer's Tower. It's been a while since we fought Yin here. On second glance, this place sure is beautiful, isn't it? From the outside, absolutely. From the inside, not so much. Wouldn't it be smart to conduct an investigation on the entire tower one of these days? Leaving mysteries like this unchecked always leaves an unsavory feeling in my mouth. Considering the place is under the CGF's jurisdiction, that might be easier said than done, Teotot. On top of that, you'd have to get permission of a dumbass who won't allow anything that doesn't earn him a promotion. Well, with all these problems to deal with, we'll never get bored. Anyway, this spot would make a nice photo for Grace's article. This part's the same. You can also still see Ellie floating. So, how many do we have now? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to think of what the last 3 are. I'm not entirely sure. I know 1 for sure. I know 2 for sure. And okay, no. I know where all of them are. So I think that'll be the last one we do today. The other 3 are out of our way, and we can handle them later. Am I going the right way? Right, yeah. I need to go back to Ursula Road. Then we'll make it to the sandbank and take the bus down to St. Ursula. Oh, what I should do, let me grab my phone, is check to see if there's anything missable that we're not getting yet. I'm pretty sure I know where our next back alley Dr. Glenn is, so I'm not super worried about that. And this is really awkward as I try to control Tio while also being on my phone. I'm not taking the most optimal route, and I'm also worried about running into monsters. Oops. Let's see here. Oh, I'm way too far ahead in the guide. See, this is the sandbank, right? Okay. Bus stop should be... there it is. To St. Ursula. Oh, right. Now I remember why I was looking ahead in the guide. It's because Buttmaster was smart enough to, like, put the details of that request further in. Because you can't get max DP by doing it on the first day, or technically the second day of the festival. Alright, let's talk to Sarah. Whoops. Professor, where did you sneak off to? Good afternoon, Sarah. We saw the support request you submitted. Oh, the special support section. Thank Adios you're here. Wait, what's going on again? You don't remember? An associate professor of St. Ursula has gone missing, and we were asked to search for him. You know, lady, you seem awfully calm about this whole thing. What gives? Oops. Yes, well, I wouldn't call this calm. I think saying I'm in shock would be a bit more accurate. Shock? Is it that bad? Could you explain the entire situation to us? Any details you can recall would be greatly appreciated. After all, the missing persons case we have dealt with up to now have all differed wildly in scope. Oh yes, of course. The associate professor in question is a man named Joachim Gunter. Professor Gunter is, well, despite being an expert in his field, he sometimes disappears at the most inconvenient times. Joachim Gunter. Wasn't he that professor with the blue hair and glasses from before? And by disappears, you really mean... that guy's playing hooky. If we're being blunt, yes. The hospital still has a lot of things left on its plate, and with him gone... So what you're trying to tell us is that you have no idea where the professor could have gone off to? Yes, unfortunately, that's exactly right. I'm sorry, everyone. It might have been irresponsible for me to write the request like I did. Gone missing and all that. What do you think, guys? I think we could postpone this if we want. Based on the information given, the level of urgency seems quite low. Since Sarah's the one asking us, I want to follow up on this if we can. I suppose there's still a chance he could have gotten mixed up in some trouble. Sarah! Lighten, how many times do I have to tell you? Shouting in the hospital is against the rules. Sorry about that. I didn't actually mean to. Hey, if it isn't our favorite assault victim, how you holding up, man? What? Oh, hey, everyone. I really appreciate everything you did for... Wait, that's not the problem right now. Sarah, where the heck is Professor Gunter? About that, I'm sorry, Lighten. He still isn't back. You're joking, right? Oh, Goddess, what am I going to do about all this work? I'm just an intern. There's no time to complain. I can do some of it at the very least. What was up with that? Oh, Professor Gunter just likes to coerce Lighten into doing his work pretty regularly. This time, I believe he's desperately trying to follow up with the mountain of invoices the professor has been avoiding. That must make his job 10 times harder. Yeah, doubt we can leave this one hanging if that's the case. We gotta do this for poor Lighten. I agree. My pity for him is becoming too much to bear. Well, alright then. Sarah, do you have any idea where Professor Gunter might have gone? Oh, does this mean you're accepting my request? Thank you, everyone. Recently, Professor Gunter has been talking about participating in an anniversary festival fishing tournament. It's not impossible that his disappearance had something to do with that. Considering he left during work hours, he should probably still be wearing his lab coat. I'm sure he'll stick out like a sore thumb. A fishing tournament? I guess fishing is more than just a hobby to him. If it involves fishing, I'm sure the Fisherman's Guild on East Street will know something. Anyway, we accept your request, Sarah. If we find him, we'll make sure to contact the hospital immediately, alright? Sounds great. Thank you very much. Okay. Back to the city we go. We gotta pay a visit to the Fisherman's Guild to find out more information about this tournament. Alright, to East Street. But before we go in there, let's give the Jizo another meal. Oh, I got a cheer bomb and a letter. To you who faithfully offers dishes, I give thanks. I believe the gracious Jizo is delighted to be visited by such kind, generous people. Though meager, please accept this token of my appreciation. Let's give it some powdered snow. No one's here. Excuse us. Looks like nobody's in. I figured we'd be able to find a clue out about Professor Gunter if we came here. Those fishing freaks head out to their tournament or whatever it was. If they have, then our would-be clue has already left the building. Wait a moment, please. I still sense a presence inside the building. Oh crap, I'm late! Well, if it isn't Detective Lloyd. Great timing, Copum. You got a second to answer a quick question? Sorry, man. I don't have time to sit here and chit-chat. I gotta hurry to the Fisher Cup out on Ursula Road Sandbank. Based on the time, it probably just started. The Fisher Cup? That's the fishing tournament? Oh, so you guys already know about it. I should have known. Nothing gets past an angler. The Fisher Cup is a tournament held in honor of the Fisherman Guild's president, Mr. Fisher, who's the guy from Liberl. He's the president. President, I think, is the title of the Fisherman's Guild. He's also the final challenge in the Sundoor with Estelle. Wait, I just said that I don't have time to sit around chit-chatting. If I don't hurry my rear out there, all the older guys will snag the best spots. Just one more thing. Among those attending the Fisher Cup, is there a doctor with glasses, blue hair, and a white lab coat? You talking about Joachim? I'm pretty sure he was coming today, yeah. Bingo. Yeah. Oh, you guys are all participating in the tournament? In that case, take this. bamboo rod. What? Why are you giving me this? I'm giving it to you as a memento for competing in the Fisher Cup. It's a participation prize, so to speak. I don't ever recall committing to this tournament, so is this really okay? Wait, damn it! I forgot I was running late. Sorry guys, got a jet. You better get moving if you want to make it. For someone in a hurry, he really went out of his way. Yeah. Anyway, we know Professor Gunter should be headed to the sandbank on Ursula Road. Let's hurry and reel him in. Caught the enthusiasm, huh, Teotot? Silence. I love that line. Alright, it's Ursula Road. Well, all we have to do is fast travel over to the sandbank. Oh, would you look at this? There's their man. They look like they're enjoying themselves. I'm impressed that they can be so carefree with all these monsters on the highway. There are far fewer monsters than normal today. Were they scared away by the horde of fishermen? I kinda doubt that. But either way, we found our fishing tournament. All that's left to do is find Professor Gunter. Hey, Copon. Oh, you made it, Lloyd. I see you brought your SSS buddies too. I'm glad you could make it. Behold, the Fisher Cup, a tournament where you can show off your fishing skills to honor the Fisherman Guild's president, Mr. Fisher. I call it a tournament, but it's more akin to a social gathering for all fishing enthusiasts. You sadly missed the full explanation, so you'll have to settle for that quick rundown. Peter? It's been a while since I last fished at this sandbank. If we came out here all willy-nilly, we'd get surrounded by monsters before our hooks hit the water. Here we go. Wow, that was a monster of a catch. I think I found the perfect fishing spot. Oh, are you guys members of the Fisherman's Guild too? I suppose I am, for the time being. Nice to meet you. My name is Lloyd. Lloyd? That's a pretty funny coincidence if I do say so myself. What do you mean? We share the same name, my boy. I'm Lloyd, a master fisher of the Fisherman's Guild. It's Lloyd from Wilburl, Estelle's buddy. Certain asked me to be a special guest at the tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Wilburl. I'll be here for the duration of the anniversary festival. Let's reel in some prize catches, alright, other Lloyd? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is this the Lloyd that Estelle was talking about earlier? Unfortunately, we're never going to get to meet Tio Purcell in this game. Certain asked me to be a special guest at the tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Wilburl. I'll be here for the duration of the anniversary festival. Let's reel in some nice prize catches, alright, other Lloyd? Hey, Certain. Oh, more competitors for the Fisher Cup. Feel free to find yourself an open spot and fish, fish, fish. Thank you, Certain. Okay, there's our man. Look at him floating there. Sort of. Yeah, you can sort of tell from this angle that he's floating. Whatever. Well, before we get into this little event, we'll stop here. And when we pick up next time, we're going to fish. We're going to see unique fishing lines. Then we're going to have ourselves a good old angler's duel with Professor Joachim Gunter. It'll be so much fun. I'm sure you're greatly looking forward to it. See you guys in the next one.